can't believe how cold it is this week. It's just...
I haven't had an issue. My computer looks great as the space heater.
I know. Jeez. I walked in there the other day. Your room is like 5 degrees warmer than the rest of the house. This is the Block Party, a Minecraft podcast, episode 166. We're your hosts, Bearded Sloth.
And Little C.
Get all our info at theblockpartymc.com.
Now let's get the block party started.
Yay! It's a party. I'm kind of cold. You turn the heater off in the studio.
You're wearing a t-shirt and you wonder why you're cold.
Oh, I am wearing a t-shirt. I was going to put a hoodie on. I totally forgot.
Have you ever heard of these things called long sleeves?
No, obviously not.
Okay.
Obviously not.
It's a new invention. It came out because of the Minecraft movie with Jack Black wearing a long sleeve blue shirt instead of the short sleeve that Steve wears in the game. Look at that Minecraft reference. Boom.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's probably like tatted up on his arms, tattoos.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I wonder why they did go with that.
Yeah, and why is it a V?
Somebody had to make that decision.
And why
right?
is it a V-neck long sleeve with the blue t-shirt under it?
Yeah.
What is this outfit design?
Who knows? Who knows?
It's Jack Black. He just woke up and showed up to set and is like, hey,
pretty much, yeah.
I'm Steve.
Exactly. That's probably how he does it, too.
And then he went home and played Minecraft.
Yeah, probably. He was probably playing Minecraft and was annoyed that he had to go do this.
He's like, you're interrupting my Minecraft.
Exactly. I know the feeling. All right,
no,
Little
you don't.
C.
You haven't been playing Minecraft.
I know. It's sad. It's so sad. I want to just play. That's like after this, I got like work stuff I have to do.
Have to?
Yeah.
Is this something you can do while Minecrafting?
No, I have to think about it. It's like essay questions. It's basically like a job review, essentially, for my 120 days. So apparently I've been there 120 days now, which is 4 months.
That's more than you could survive in hardcore Minecraft.
That is true.
Is it? You don't think you could survive?
Well, if I played 8 hours a day, right, or 40 hours a week for however long I've been there.
120 Minecraft days.
Oh,
just get to 120 days in Minecraft. Could you do it?
Why? Well, yeah, but I probably wouldn't get anything done.
You'd have to progress. You'd have to try to progress somewhat efficiently.
Like you got to be at this point by this day.
Or the goal is to beat the game by 100 days.
That's actually a really good thing. I have really been debating on going back and doing like live streams and just playing because that gives me an excuse. I feel like I'm being productive somehow and I can play Minecraft. I don't know. What do you think? I'm not the funnest person to watch, I would say.
You'd be better on a video with other people. On
you think?
Edited
I don't
video.
Know.
Because it's
on
funny how bad you are.
Oh, yeah.
So then
I could
it's
see
cut
that.
in from like me or someone else, get a few people on there.
When I've suggested edited videos before, I'm not going to be the one to edit it. And you don't want to take the work to do it.
As long as you edit some of it, all you'd have to do is go through and like get timestamps of the video. You just watch it and tell me good, funny clips.
No, but I don't know. That's such a subjective thing. I think I'm funny all the time.
Looking, maybe.
That's for sure. All right, we probably should talk about actual Minecraft here. So let's see what the listeners have to say today.
Thanks, listeners, for those great comments.
They were great. Yeah, that's all the comments. There were none. Yeah, so I guess we got to talk. You've actually been playing Minecraft.
I've been playing.
You've been playing a lot of Minecraft.
Yes, I have.
I walk in there, and actually Java Edition.
I have.
And like fancy graphics going on.
Yeah, sometimes. I've been playing on Java Edition because a few friends wanted to start a new world and do like stupid project world where we just do dumb stuff for no reason, maybe make a few videos on it. Just random things. And on the first day, this was on Sunday, they started the server. 2 of the people played for a little bit and then got off. And Advisory and myself decided to speedrun the game. Because it would be really funny.
So you got it done in like what? 10 minutes, 20 minutes?
It would be really funny if we beat the game. Or our goal was to jump into the end portal right as the other members logged back on to play again. So because in Java you see the chat achievements.
Right. Yeah.
So they'd log back on and see Advisory Labs has entered the end. Little C has entered the end type thing. Right. And we thought that would be really funny.
Of course. So like what, 20 minutes or so?
like 7 hours.
7 hours? That's not speed running, is it?
I don't know if it's speed running anymore.
Yeah, I don't think that
Although,
counts as speed. I mean, that's faster than what I
it's
would
a
do.
good clickbait title.
Right?
The longest speed run.
And the longest. That's funny.
And
that's hilarious. But I can beat that record, I'm sure.
You think you could beat Minecraft in less than 7 hours?
No. The longest speed run.
There's definitely longer, but then it's not a speed run.
I know.
It wouldn't have taken so long, but there were about 3
but you stink
hours.
at the game?
I don't. I'm blaming this solely on Advisory. Advisory, I'm sorry. He fell in. We went to another fortress. We got all the blaze rods, all the ender pearls we need. We were good to go, ready to go. On the way back to our portal, he fell in lava, but he logged out before he died.
That's cheating.
So then I had to
just cheating.
Then I had to no, this is strategic. Then I had to fill in all the blocks around there, but I didn't have fire resistance potions for a while, and I couldn't gravel to the bottom because there was soul sand at the bottom of the lava lake. So gravel wouldn't work, and it was really deep. So I tried filling it in, and then I'm like, I'm just going to go back to the fortress, get stuff for fire resistance potions. I end up dying about 3 times back and forth because I'm traveling about 1,000 blocks to just do this.
But so your deaths, so apparently his life is more important than yours?
He had all of the blaze rods and all of the ender pearls.
I see. Okay.
He had all the stuff on him.
So it was a cost versus reward.
We should have split this. Yeah. All my stuff was, we had tons of iron and a lot of diamonds at that point.
Take note here. Don't have one person holding on to all the important stuff.
And then it gets funnier. We beat the game. Yippee. We made it. I think I don't know if I died in the...
really beating the game, but
you
beat the Ender Dragon.
I died in the infight because I'm a Bedrock player and was not ready for the Ender Dragon to send me 100 blocks into the sky.
Oh, yeah. It's different.
And a few times I actually water bucket clutched and saved myself, but one time I did not. But we did beat the dragon. And then we're like, it's not that late at night. We can go end raiding. And this is at like 10 or 11 at night. So we go end raiding. And it takes forever to find anything. And then we find one, no elytra. We find another one, we get an elytra, but there's 2 of us, we both want elytras, so we keep going. And then I do a stupid move trying to hit a shulker, because it was the way they teleport, and then it was on the outside, so I jump, and I'm like, oh, I'll fall into the water stream. I was falling faster than the water stream, and I die of fall damage in the end. And we're like 3,000 blocks out. So then Advisory goes, picks up all my stuff. And I'm like, put it in an ender chest. And he's like, no, it's fine. I don't need to put it in an ender chest. How are we going to get an ender chest back at base? And I'm like, we have this stuff in chests.
Right.
And he doesn't put my stuff in an ender chest. And then he ends up dying about 3,000 blocks later down the road. And luckily...
Now, did you get this on video?
We were both recording the entire time. Also, if you're ever trying to make a video, like a collab video, do not record 7 hours and 30 minutes or 8 hours of footage in a row, because that is impossible to send to someone.
It is impossible.
It's like a 60 gig file of my recording.
Holy moly.
And
you were, I mean, it's probably decent quality.
It's pretty high quality.
Yeah.
And he broke up his recordings, so that worked. He's going to be making the video. I'm not. It's an exclusive going to be to his channel. So I had to go back and edit that down to hour-long segments.
Okay. Man.
But we had footage, so I went back later. This was the next day, I think. I went back to his footage of the end and followed his exact footsteps the entire way to get to where he died and found his stuff. But he put all my stuff in a shulker box.
Okay.
He died to Enderman, so when you're fighting Enderman, you place a water bucket to keep them away from you. He placed one, but because it was close to the edge of like the island, the water flowed off of it. And my shulker box was one of the only items that fell in that water stream off.
All gone.
But I got most of the stuff back. I got the elytra and some shulker shells and stuff. So we have one elytra still.
Man.
And now on that same server, I think one of the other members has played a tiny bit, but we are tryharding this so much. We built an Enderman farm, so we get super fast XP and enchants and stuff. And then we're getting we have villagers in our we found
Now,
this.
all the players here, they play Bedrock also, right? And they're all on Jericho?
Yeah.
So why aren't you doing this in Jericho?
Because we wanted a new world, and because
I thought, okay.
it's because on Jericho it's a different mindset.
Yeah,
Jericho is long term.
It is long term.
This is just how much stupid stuff can we cram into a Minecraft
right,
world?
until you get bored with it and
Yeah.
then go back to Jericho.
And we found, so we're building an iron farm, and Advisory is a super technical player, especially on Java, and he's building this
So the iron
nether
farms
portal
are-
iron farm
Why?
because it's so fat. It's a lot faster.
Is it?
It's going to be like 5,000 iron an hour or something, I think, just by one, and it's stackable.
Yeah, see, Java players, they just have to do all these crazy farms because they're not any good at playing.
Exactly. I mean,
that's why.
To be fair, I also have a lot of crazy farms on Jericho, which is Bedrock.
No, I know.
And
I do too. I love farms.
Playing on Java has been weird because I'm so used to Bedrock, because I haven't played Java in a long time. I'm not used to the combat system.
Oh, yeah, you get sweeping edge.
The sweeping edge and cooldowns, hit cooldowns. You can't spam click.
Offhand,
offhand's something I instantly adapt to. I'm already using it first time.
Yeah, it seems natural.
It's super natural. You have your blocks in your offhand and your sword in your main hand, That seems good. But the combat I had to get used to. And then there's a few things that Bedrock feels smoother in.
Okay.
Just a few tiny details. And there's a texture pack to fix this that I got. But when you're holding, let's say, a sword in your hand, there's in between the pixels, there's a tiny gap you can see.
Okay. Yeah.
It's the item stitching off of Vanilla Tweaks fixes it, but that's just something weird. I'm like, why haven't they fixed this?
Right. That should be something they should just.
And then there's some things that feel more natural on Java. I'd say the combat does feel a little bit more natural, not spam clicking.
Right, yeah, because the cooldown.
I think the cooldowns. Although I don't
there's
think
more skill involved.
The cooldowns aren't very. If you're a new player, they're kind of weird. It's not obvious. It's not. I don't know how to say it. It's not immersive. What's the word? Intuitive.
Intuitive.
It's not intuitive.
Yep. Gotcha.
Where offhand, that's easy. Everyone understands offhand. Add it to Bedrock. Mobile players cry about it. I don't know. I don't know what the solution would be for mobile players. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be hard.
Yeah, I don't think it's that hard.
I don't think it is. I don't know why they haven't added it to
I think
Bedrock.
it's coming. I think I heard the other day that is part of what they're going to work on.
And I think...
And I don't know if it's going to be a mixture between the two. Somewhere in between, a compromise.
I just want offhand on Bedrock. I don't really care about combat. Sweeping edge is super nice, but also, it's kind of annoying sometimes.
Is it?
Because
you can kill stuff that you don't want to.
When I'm in our pig farm, I'll try to kill one pig and I hit a few. Now, if you jump and hit like that, it doesn't sweep an edge.
Okay.
So you have to just learn that.
Yeah, and that's any game mechanic, right? After a while, you just get used to it. It's not necessarily that one's better than the other. It's just different. And that's how I think we're finally getting to that point. As much as we joke about Java versus Bedrock, I think we're finally getting to the point where the community of Minecraft is starting to understand
it's Minecraft.
There isn't one great superior version.
Now with Java,
they're just
I have
different.
to use Optimize. I use Optifine. I know, okay, nerds, it's not the best way to optimize Java Edition Minecraft now. It's the old boomer way to do it, but
you're an old boomer.
I'm an old boomer when it comes to playing, so I use Optifine. And the FPS is not as good.
I know of a boomer.
I died to a few of those.
That's a HolyBookworm joke there, isn't it?
But it's definitely render distance, and it's a little different. We're playing on a Hypixel SMP because it's super easy for us to make, because we all used to be Hypixel sweats and have ranks and stuff that we can make them.
Yeah.
But it kind of sucks, and we are regretting that already. But the render distance and just overall optimization of Java is a lot worse than Bedrock. Obviously, Bedrock's a new engine, basically, if you want to look at it in the more video games as a whole look.
Right, yeah, absolutely.
So it's more optimized.
Yeah, and they're doing, it's kind of, I kind of look at it kind of like music. So you can take the whole .wav file in music, or you can take the .mp3. The .mp3, uses a lot less resources, is smaller. Can you really tell the difference?
Yes. There's probably an audiophile listening that's going to be like, oh, I can hear so much difference.
But does it really matter in the end? No, it doesn't. And it runs so much more efficiently, right?
I guess.
And compact. And that's kind of how I see the two.
Although Bedrock render distance, I can run 50 chunks comfortably. Just the game can run that super easily.
Yeah.
Java,
not so much.
Oh, 20 chunks. Oh man.
Exactly.
Oh man.
I mean, I think currently on Jericho SMP, I have it set. Believe it's 24 chunks for view distance.
And yes, again, Java
simulation
nerds,
distance.
I know there's a mod for that.
But...
There's actually a really cool mod that lets you see basically infinite render distance.
Okay.
It just turns the scale down. So if it's 1,000 blocks away, it's really only 1 or 2 pixels.
Gotcha.
But it looks like a full chunk.
Yeah, I got it.
And it's really cool.
Yeah,
Distant Horizons,
that's a cool way
I think.
to do it.
But one thing I do like about Java, shaders. I think everyone agrees on that. If you want to play with nice shaders.
Well, yeah,
super nice.
Because the way it works, you're essentially changing the game files in Java with a lot of these mods. That is the difference between mod and an add-on.
I guess.
Add-ons are using what's already in the game, built into the game, and the command's already kind of there, right? Java, essentially you can make it whatever game you want and still technically be within Minecraft, but you could totally change it. You can make it look just like Mario or something, right? Like, not even just the looks, just everything about it.
But I think that's
you can
why
change the gameplay.
modders like
is it
Java.
really the same game at that point?
Yes.
You know,
because it's just,
don't know.
When you're using it just to change the lighting mechanics, I think changing mechanics is fine. Or like the way the game renders, rendering mechanics.
But yeah, exactly. If you're responsible with it, just like I am with our add-ons, I try not to make anything game breaking or super cheaty or anything like that, because I want that balance of keeping the game real, right? You want to keep it challenging. And now Java, most modders, they do a good job with that, and that's what it is. But you have the capability to completely change it.
Dynamic lights are cool.
They are awesome.
There are a few add-ons or whatever for Bedrock, but they're not as smooth, I'd say. And then also on this world, because I've been playing way too much, we've all been playing too much of this world, I went to a trial chamber for the first time.
Trial chambers.
And it's going to be a video on my channel, which is cool.
Okay, so you are doing a video on that part.
Yeah, on the trial chamber part.
Awesome.
And I did that with IRL.
Nice.
And we both sucked at trial chambers, but it was so funny.
Is it fun?
It is. It's super fun. I would suggest everyone right now go do one.
Okay.
But be prepared.
It's harder.
It's hard. And if you don't just jump into it with an Ominous 5 bottle and be like, I got this.
Right.
Build your way up if you're doing Ominous.
Gotcha. I kind of curious if there's going to be a big difference between Java experience, like you just had,
I would wonder.
And Bedrock.
That's what I was thinking too the whole time. Because obviously the combat's a bit harder on Java. You have your cooldowns and stuff like that.
Right.
But on Bedrock, skeletons are machine guns, whereas on Java, skeletons are just super accurate snipers. So they're both hard, but I don't know which.
Just in different ways.
But I feel like in a trial chamber, the faster shooting of a skeleton that you get on Bedrock would be harder. I don't know if there's any mechanics. I feel like the Bedrock one would probably feel slightly less smooth with my experience. Just the way Java does particles and stuff like that.
Right.
I think it would feel a little less smooth on Bedrock. But I don't know. I haven't been to one. Maybe I'll go to one.
Yeah,
maybe I'll take BS to one.
Yeah, that could be. If you want to make a video and you actually want to do the editing and whatnot, then maybe I can fire up my camera. I haven't done that in a while. Get things going, rolling in here.
Face on it. Ugh.
Well, face. Everybody loves my face.
That means when I'm editing it, I'd have to stare at your face for 8 hours.
I gotta say, I love my note here for what I'm talking about in Minecraft. The first line here, it just says Minecraft. What is that?
It's Mincecraft.
I know. I haven't really been playing. I did get there again. I like doing back-end server stuff, things like that. The schedules for the jokes and the restarts, they weren't working correctly for quite a while. Don't know exactly what it was. Wasn't sure if it was on the server host end or our end. I basically started them over they seem to be running. So HolyBookworm's got her jokes running on there again. So we don't have an exclusive joke for you because Jericho SMP members always get the preview. And that'll be coming at the end of the show. All right. That really sums up what I have to talk about in Minecraft. I really need to get back into it. It's a timing issue of just balancing life and work and family and all those things.
I started fishing again in Minecraft
I
on
love
this world.
fishing in Minecraft.
It's super nice with shaders because the water like moves.
Oh, that'd be cool.
The water
It's pretty.
reflects trees or stuff next to water. It reflects on the water.
Oh,
that is
nice.
beautiful.
That is
see.
nice. So you can essentially see a creeper coming up on you, right?
It's not in front of you reflection. It's like if you're looking across the lake and there's a house on the other side.
I gotcha. Nice. All right. Speaking of real life stuff, life's happening. It continues happening. I keep waking up every morning. So there is
We're
that.
still alive.
Right? It was actually a fairly good week for me, I'd say, at work. I did some computer stuff.
I did the powder stuff.
I did some computer stuff.
Did you fix any powders?
I did.
Wow.
Yep. Did a few things there, so that was all right. Monday was actually a holiday here in the U.S., so got the day off.
Happy Canadian Thanksgiving.
Yeah. I think it's Columbus Day is still technically what it is.
I only knew it was a holiday. I didn't know it was a really American holiday besides that you had the day off. I only knew it was a holiday because LTT didn't upload. So I knew it was a Canadian holiday.
That's awesome. Okay, so it was one of their... I see. And so I did something that day. I did something that day. I had to go to the eye doctor. Yeah, so, and apparently I'm getting bifocals.
He's not even getting glasses. He's getting bifocals.
Well, they could have just given me glasses that I just wear when I'm up close to a computer.
Just your powder.
Just like
glasses.
Up close stuff, basically, right? And I'm like, if I'm going to wear glasses, it's all or nothing. I'm either going to keep them on all the time or I'm not wearing them, right?
That sucks that you can't just have normal glasses, though.
I don't get why. I really don't.
It's because your eyes are probably fine.
Yeah,
super far out.
They really are.
Whereas mine,
I probably could have got away with just readers, honestly. But I don't know how that would work.
I think
with the
my
computer
eyes
stuff,
are pretty good up close.
Yeah.
But far away, they're not. So I think with mine, it might be something with that. Or maybe my eyes are slightly bad up close. I don't know. But I have just normal glasses, so.
Okay. Yeah, and we'll see how it goes. This is the first time in my life I've worn glasses, so we're going to see how that goes. So I'm waiting for those to come in. Don't have those yet. Maybe I'll post a picture or something when I get them.
He got the most IT.
Our Discord.
Just imagine someone that works
They are not
in
that
IT.
IT glasses, are they?
They kind of are.
Are they?
They're the fat guy IT glasses.
Hey, what's that saying? Okay, moving on then. Instead of talking about how fat I am and how old I am, we're going to talk about... So, it's RTSP?
Yes, an ITSP
server, essentially, that we're trying to get set up at our church.
Last week, I think, a little bit.
We were able to...
We tried it on Sunday.
Tried it out, yep. And it seemed to work, but the weird thing is on OBS...
Yeah.
When you're streaming it to YouTube, then it seemed fine through this.
Yes.
But when you stop streaming on YouTube, it didn't work anymore.
It buffered out. It lagged.
It's got to be
audio
an encoding thing or something.
It's got to be something like that. And I think there's another person on the tech team at our church that does a lot of the networking stuff around the church. And I know he's thinking of using a mini PC or another computer as the actual server.
Yep.
And then we just have to figure out how to send that out of OBS.
Okay.
I think's what his idea is. Because then that takes the pressure off of OBS to do encoding for the RTSP server.
Yep.
Plus, it gives us more options for sending it.
Interesting. Okay.
But I know right now it works. It's just laggy unless we're live on YouTube, which is so weird.
Yeah. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. You're kind of on the OBS side. You're the one that found the plugin for that.
Kind of. Not really. I set it up.
You set it up. That's what I mean. So I don't know what's going on with it. I love it, though. I love the idea that we can send that to the lobby.
We can send it anywhere in the church, which would be nice.
Yeah, and it's been fun to play around with that. Little C. you had a lot to talk about on Minecraft. Did you do anything in real life?
I was on fall break.
So no?
I did a whole lot of nothing. That's not true. I guess on Monday, I went with you to the eye doctor appointment, and then we went shopping for new clothes for me. That's about all I did in real life.
That's about it.
Let's see.
Yeah. You might have worked for your grandfather.
No, that's on Saturdays, but
yeah, after the show last week. So
and I'm doing that again today, which is nice.
Nice. A little extra income.
Yeah. Only income. It's not extra for me. It's just income.
Right?
I am unemployed.
That is
Hey,
true.
anyone have like a work from home job that I could do as a 17-year-old? Wink, wink. I'm really good at nothing. Wink.
No, you're actually really good at a lot of stuff with those powders and stuff.
Powders.
I think you'd be really good at remote working because you
I have
essentially do school
remotely.
I'm
very good at separation in the same room of things,
right.
which is a very hard thing to do.
Yeah, I think you're gonna make a great remote worker eventually, if that's what you want to do. I kind of prefer being at an office.
I do too.
Because
like even though I'm good at the separation,
except for the candy dish at my office, I keep eating my own candy dish.
I still would want real separation if I was doing a full-time job. Like I'm good at it, separating it, but it's still nice to have true separation.
Right.
Just to change the scenery, really.
Yep.
That's
absolutely.
Oh, I guess we did do a little bit of church tech testing stuff as well. Some fun stuff for me, at least. I don't know if you enjoyed it at all, but we're having a baptismal service in a week at our church.
Yes.
And we're probably not going to live stream it. We'll live stream the normal service. It's like right after the service. So we'll just end the live stream. And then we thought it'd be cool to have the cameras on the TVs in the sanctuary so that you can actually see what's going on. Because the baptismal, we have a stage.
Way behind the stage.
And then there's like a wall. And then there's like a little cutout that has the baptismal in it.
Yep.
And it's far away. You really can't, especially when you're in a pew, you're sitting lower. You can't really see what's going on.
So you're gonna
we
essentially be cameraman up there.
We're basically we'll have the camera in the back that we use for live streaming. We'll zoom it all the way in and then have it like even zoomed in a bit more on OBS just to have the outside view of the baptismal. That was my original thought. I'm like, that's good. At least
that works.
It's zoomed up. It's closer.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's nice. You can see what's going on. And then I had the idea. Wirelessly sending video from your phone to a computer has gotten pretty good, especially on a good wet network.
Yes.
So we tested it, and we could have someone in the baptismal or a tripod setup or something with someone holding it or whatever with the phone, sending a video signal back, and have like a good view of it, which is cool.
That is cool.
We're getting all fancy.
We'll see how that plays out.
Yeah, we'll see if it works.
Timing and things like that.
That's
because we still have our regular service that we really need to focus on.
But it's after the baptismal, so that makes it. If it was before, I'd be like, yeah, we're not doing anything fancy.
Yeah, I'll be curious if there'll be a in-between time too much or not.
From what I've heard, it's a short in-between time, but it's enough to...
All right. It could be good then. All right. I think it's time to move on.
Yeah,
it's enough talking about us.
Now it's time for the past week of Minecraft. All info from, you guessed it. Wait, where was it? Oh, man.
I don't know. I think some random site off the internet.
Yeah, I don't know if this site's safe, but Minecraft.net, I've never heard of it. You know,
actually, technically, I get it from their Discord.
What is Minecraft? Then, like, what is that?
But, yes, you can find all the changelogs there, of course. All right, Minecraft.net. We don't know anything.
You can actually find them on this is controversial. You can find them on the Minecraft launcher. They show up there, which is super cool.
You can.
You can just open the launcher and you have all the news.
Yeah, it's awesome. All right. Oh, man, we're getting close. So we had pre-releases last week for Java Edition. So the first one came out this week was Minecraft Java 1.21.2. Pre-release 4. Came out Tuesday, October 15th, 2024. They have bugs fixed. So these are what the problems were, and they fixed them. Text on maps that are in item frames render through blocks. Compasses do not point in correct direction when in left hand. Clocks are mirrored and spin in the wrong direction when in left hand. Item cooldowns of item stacks greater than 1 render in front of item tooltips. Arrows landing points are lower than in previous versions. Crafting an item that has not yet been crafted removes all tabs in the recipe book other than the topmost one. Invisible block entities and items disappearing. Wandering traders looks smaller than in previous versions. Sliding down honey blocks is still different from previous versions. And I think that's it on that pre-release.
The tooltips thing,
Yes.
that reminded me. You see so much info on Java Edition if you turn it on. I didn't realize this. You can see the mining efficiency of a tool. So I think a netherite pickaxe or a diamond, it doesn't matter, with efficiency 5 is 26. And it tells you that.
Okay.
And then you can see other tools, what it compares to, which is cool. You also can see the durability.
So
and
there was an add-on that did that for Bedrock.
There's a texture pack that shows durability, I know.
Yeah, you can do things like that, and it's just a matter of what data you're pulling.
Yeah. I think the difference is
it does start to cause some issues, especially on servers.
Yeah.
And that's something too. I think we're right. You and I, because we primarily just play on our server, Jericho SMP, a lot of these add-ons that are available are really awesome on single player.
Yeah.
Right? It's amazing what you can do on Bedrock. But the reason we don't get to experience it much is because it would have to work for Jericho. Yeah. And we just don't mess with it.
But I just found that interesting. You could see mining efficiency. I think that's a newer thing, too.
I like that. So that would be cool.
It's
just
helpful.
like they started adding the blocks broke things and things like that on Bedrock. I wonder if they're going to start allowing some of that data
Java
to just be there.
Statistics of everything. Yep. I've jumped 23,000 times already in this world, which is excessive. Don't just think that's a normal number. That is way more than everyone else, even though they have same playtime.
Okay.
I don't know why I jump so much.
Right.
But it keeps track of everything. I don't think Bedrock does. Per world.
And I wonder if that's part of the reason why it's not quite as efficient, because there's just so much data.
Java has the theory of it's going to give you everything. It's throwing everything at you. You decide what to use and look at. Bedrock is, hey, this could be helpful. We'll hand this to you. Or this is nice. We'll hand this, like the days played or coordinates. Or I do like that the statistics on Bedrock are every survival world.
Yes.
But also, I wish it was also per world.
Oh, yeah, I gotcha. That's what's nice with our add-on. You can keep track of at least how many actual time you've played.
I do find it interesting. The blocks, you can see how many of each specific block you've broken a world on Java, which is nice. And that's like Legacy Edition.
I could make an add-on for that. Yeah, that'd be quite intense, but you could do
it. Wouldn't work well. But
the data's
Legacy Edition had something like that. I think Legacy Edition had the mix between the two. It kept track of everything like Java, but it was for every world like Bedrock.
I gotta tell you, I miss Legacy Edition so much.
There's a mod, you should try it, for Java that turns it into exactly Legacy Edition. It's super accurate.
Nice. That's pretty cool. All right, let's move on. I bet you're never going to guess what the next one is.
That was a horrible drum roll bit. There you go.
Minecraft Java 1.21.2 pre-release 5.
Oh, I can only count to 4 though. Oof.
Came out Wednesday, October 16th, 2024. Oh man, this is a long one too. Jeez, get ready.
Do you want me to read this one?
Yeah, you can read this one. I got to rest my voice.
Recipe book is not updated when one of the available recipes is used. Arrows shot at walls when facing south sometimes end up vertical instead of horizontal.
Yep, so they fixed those two things. That's the bugs fixed there.
That was huge.
That's all the bugs they had. And so that brings us to our next thing.
Which I find interesting that we haven't seen anything like this for Bedrock yet. Which is why I think it'll still be a while.
I think by the end of this show, you're going to have a different take. So the next one is Minecraft Java 1.21.2 release candidate. Wait, that's a release candidate.
That means we're close.
We're really close.
Allegedly close.
We're really close. Yep, that's usually what that means. And it came out Thursday, October 17th, 2024. And yeah, considering how few bugs are listed here, I think we're really close, actually.
Boy, they haven't found enough yet. They have to wait a long time.
So the bugs fixed. These were the problems. They fixed them. Intersection chests in trial chambers not generating correctly. Projectiles visually fall when relogging. Client sometimes rejects a set passenger's packet. All right, and that's it. That's the Java Edition stuff there. Next, it looks like also came out Thursday, October 17th, 2024. We have Minecraft Bedrock beta/preview 1.21.50.24. They have changes and fixes here. There's Pale Garden changes, tweak the size and placement of pale moss patches, increased pale oak density to match Java Edition. Flowers and mushrooms no longer generate in the biome. While in the biome, the sky is now completely gray instead of blue at the horizon. Pale oak saplings now grow into pale oaks with hanging pale moss on them, but no pale moss patch at their base. And then there's Creaking Heart changes. Creaking Heart with a spawn creaking and partial pale oak support now deactivates if the creaking is despawned via commands. Creaking Heart data is no longer retained when control picking the block in creative mode. Creaking Heart is now immovable by pistons. Creaking Heart can no longer be used as fuel. Creaking Heart spawning and despawning its creaking now emits vibrations from the creaking's position. Fixed an issue with haptic feedback on iOS. They fixed several issues where the tool used to mine some blocks didn't affect the drop or mining speed correctly. Related to these changes, any block that drops when its support is broken will also drop when mined with any tool. The following blocks now only drop when broken with a pickaxe: blast furnace, cauldron, dispenser, dropper, enchanting table, furnace, hopper, and smoker. The following blocks, which always drop, are now mined faster when using the incorrect tool: bell, brewing stand, crafter, ender chest, lantern, and soul lantern. Note that the ender chest is considered an always drops block, even though the drop is not an ender chest. So that's important. You still got to use the right tool to get your ender chest back, right? But it'll always drop something because you get obsidian back and all that, right? The kill command or any damage greater or equal to the target's current life will now kill it in base game versions below 1.18.20. And they updated Heavy Core's item texture, added a loading model when changing active realm slots to prevent a glitch where multiple realm slot settings screen are pushed to the stack because of players button mashing the edit world button.
Jeez, guys, stop button mashing the edit world button.
Jeez, stop it. Fixed issue where game mode and difficulty were not being preserved after uploading or replacing world in realm slot. Mobile devices going into windowed/split screen mode no longer overwrites saved positions of customized controls. And remove the new bed screen toggle from video settings and preview only.
Do you think that means they removed the toggle or they removed it as a whole? And now it's just a feature or it's just gone?
Oh, I don't know.
Because
I mean, the way it's worded, I
really like the new bed screen on the
Okay.
preview. I thought it was cool. It was nice.
Yeah, so I'm guessing they just took the toggle off.
So doesn't Bedrock also get release candidates before an update?
No.
No?
We get the beta previews,
Okay.
and then
I wasn't sure if we ever got release.
no, we get
candidate
these,
updates.
but they take it out of experimental and all
Okay.
that. But I think we're really, really close. I think we're
still-
still gearing for a Halloween up. I mean, that only gives
Yeah.
us a couple weeks here.
I mean, that would make
but-
sense. That gives them a few weeks to finish it.
I think we're gonna get in.
I mean, the
for the
update-
biome, it makes sense.
The
for
update was
Halloween.
ready for
Right.
Minecraft Live.
Right.
It was a playable
Yeah,
feature. They could have put it
absolutely.
in the game then.
And they used to release them with all those bugs.
Yeah, but now they
They try to fix them first.
before. And
Yep.
they're very focused on releasing the update at the same time for Java and Bedrock.
Absolutely. And since we have the release candidates for Java, that tells me I think we're going to get it. I really do. And there was more in the changelogs. Of course, we keep a link. You get to all the changelogs from there in our description. While you're there, go ahead and hit that subscribe button in our description for the podcast. It's only 99 cents a month. You get all our past episodes and you get an extra show that you and I do.
I told Advisory
Yeah.
to subscribe to the podcast.
Right.
And he's like, I can't afford it.
99 cents
He
a
has
month.
a job. He makes more
99
than
cents
me.
a month. Come on. And it helps support us. And I do want to say we have doubled our subscriber count.
Oh boy.
We are
We're
now
getting
at
big.
2.
We're getting
so thank
huge.
you.
Don't worry, guys. We
them.
won't forget you
We
when
really need
we
some
won't
more.
forget you as we're getting huge, as you can
We
tell.
we really need some more subscribers to keep this going and make sense for us. I have quite a bit of equipment in here to make this happen, and it'd be nice to
Ooh, maybe if we get like
keep
1,000
making it.
subscribers, which will never happen, we'll do video podcasts.
Yeah, we could do that.
That's expensive.
It very much is. So we'll see where we go with that. All right.
Now it's
that's
time
it. Yeah.
for
Listener questions. That was a fun one.
Are you Mickey Mouse? What are you trying to do there, Bearded Sloth?
Well, I was feeling old, so I wanted to feel like a teenager again or something.
I don't sound like that.
Yeah, you kind of do. All right, let's get to these listener questions.
The first one came from Yo Gut. I read that as yogurt. I think we've had this person comment
It's been a
before,
while.
and I think I always have read their name as yogurt, but it's Yo Gut. When it comes to PvP, sword or axe?
Nope. I just don't do PvP. Is that a good answer?
Yes.
Okay. Or since I am a player on the superior platform.
No, stop. You're making the problem worse. You're making the problem
platform of Minecraft on Bedrock Edition, right? I will say sword.
First off, neither version is better. Both is good. Both is good. Dang it. My answer, run away. I usually do run away.
Just run away.
If I encounter a PvP thing, I run away, think about it, and then I go back. On Java, where this actually matters as a question, I usually go with a sword, as I prefer the faster hits over the bit of extra damage. I also use a shield in my offhand instead of, I know a lot of people use a crossbow in their offhand. I use a shield because I'm a bit more conservative with like how I fight.
Gotcha.
But then again, I'm usually fighting just friends on this SMP for jokes.
Yeah, I really never got into Minecraft PvP at all.
I don't.
It's
cool.
Not for me.
I like the more strategical stuff, like OG Hunger Games.
Yes.
Or battle mini game.
Yeah.
Those were cool.
Yep.
I saw someone. This is completely off topic. Shocking. But it's Minecraft. I saw someone rebuilding one of the entire maps from the battle minigame in a survival world. And I'm like, we need to do that.
That would be
We have
amazing.
to do that.
That would be amazing. Didn't IBX do that?
He built one of the original tutorial worlds in his survival. I know.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It'd be cool. Maybe he did the lobby or something.
Yeah, I was thinking
the lobby would be cool.
Like,
but I think they're building the one. Do you remember the battle map with it was like a desert, pirate ships, not really a desert, a beach. There's like the skull on the one side, the pirate ships. Yeah. They're rebuilding that entire thing in survival.
Cool.
I saw that.
That's pretty awesome.
That was cool.
That's amazing. All right, moving on here with our other listener questions. Make sure you guys are getting them in every week, by the way. We have a few lined up, and if we don't get to it in the next week, because we usually only do 2 a week, so don't fret. We will get to it eventually.
And keep questioning us.
Yeah, keep questioning us. They can be anything and everything. Don't have to be Minecraft related, or they can be. Just keep them family friendly, of course. All right, this one actually came from our contact form, so on our website. So that's another way you can get questions in. This came from Deflective Gamer 78. Hello, have you guys watched Evbo? He does a lot of good content on YouTube because you should watch Parkour Civilization. It is an amazing series and a ton of cliffhangers and plot twists. But watch this Civilization before this other one he does because he makes a reference to the previous series. This series is called PvP Civilization at the time I post this. There are only 4 episodes, but it is still amazing. Okay.
I've never heard of this guy.
The question is, have we heard of him?
And I remember in the Civilization thing, I looked it up. It's different than what I think when I read that, because I remember a few years ago, Civilization Minecraft videos were kind of big, where there was an Earth map or a certain map, and they'd cut it into 4 squares.
Yeah, and we've talked about
and then
that
there'd be
early episodes.
Different people in each few sets of people, and then they might fight against each other or try to do things. I know that is like a Civilization, but this was a completely different thing. I don't know exactly what.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I haven't heard of him.
I have not either. I know of an Etho.
Etho's great.
But that's
Dude,
totally different.
So Etho's on Hermitcraft now,
Yeah.
which is like my childhood
That's
dream
awesome.
is having Etho on Hermitcraft.
Of course. Yeah, it's cool. It is like thinking about a civilization that just lives to parkour all the time. That's kind of how I took this.
Whoa.
That would be kind of fun to think about. Just like you have to parkour to work, you have to parkour to go to the restaurant, anywhere you go. Just in real life. Think of a civilization in real life.
People who parkour in real life are awesome.
I know.
I'll watch those videos. They're so addicting to watch. These people just jumping over things. Like, how do you do that?
But this series, like the way you described it, like, oh, watch this first and that, it just feels like you have to kind of like jump through the series.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
All right, I better leave the jokes to the professionals.
Speaking of the professional, now it's time for HolyBookworm's Joke of the Week.
Did you hear about the dog that swallowed a bag of Scrabble tiles?
His next trip outside could spell disaster. Wow.
Wow, that's a good one. I like that one. Thank you, HolyBookworm. Glad we can get those back on Jericho running correctly. Yeah, make sure you subscribe, and we need that support, man. 99 cents a month, please. Can I get your help? Can I count on you? Can I count on your vote here? Oh, wait, that's a different thing. I'm over here moving my hand like a very famous politician right now.
We have to have a Jericho mayor race or something.
It could be fun. All right, it's been a fun show. You had a lot to talk about in Minecraft.
Because I actually played a lot of...
Yeah, I got to get back into it.
I played
We're going to have to set aside and
kind
start
of how you're
scheduling
supposed to play Minecraft. I went to a structure, a new one that came out 4 months ago. Yes, I know the update came out 4 months ago.
All right,
Shush.
It's been fun. All right, don't forget, subscribe. Join us at theblackpartymc.com.
If you're thinking and you think of a question, or you just think of a think. Whoa. Reach us on Discord or at contact@theblackpartymc.com.
Yep. Thanks for listening. I'm Bearded Sloth, and now I gotta eat my lunch.
And I'm Little C. Bye. Not again!